All right, guys, back again. Continue testing the DJI Action3 in my YouTube journey. No, not really, but we are trying something a little different. So, the sun's still out momentarily here. I have a ND32 filter on the DJI Action3. I believe ND filters are a combination of basically a sunglasses effect with a polarizer that is supposed to take out some of the action cam like over contrast blowout white only, and make the motion a little more natural looking with some blur to it, if you will. The experiment here is, well, I want to fix the blowout on the outside on bright sunny days versus the contrast of inside. And I would like to add, something more to the footage. And so if it does that cinematic thing, then all the better. The concern here, as far as I've been reading, is that the ND filters may not be compatible with the electronic image stabilization, which in the DJI platform, or this camera anyways, is called rocksteady. It helps smooth out the footage so it isn't shaky. This right now is just regular rocksteady, so one of the least aggressive options. This is the standard field of view again, so it cropped it in just a little slightly from the last episode of this stuff. And then I do have HDR, the high dynamic something resolution. Anyways, it's supposed to make all the colors more better. And still 1080p, 30 frames a second, auto for the exposure things. I'm not smart enough to figure that out yet. So hopefully we get to see some very bright colors out there without a bunch of just white looking blowout. And then hopefully see a little bit inside the cab still, except, the mess on the seat and all the things I know you guys don't care about really, but that's the goal. And again, we're just driving home from work, so we get to get a little test footage. The sun is just kind of setting. It's coming in from my left to the right. I don't know how that'll affect things, but that's how things are set up right now. I'm not like driving right into the sun, which I think would be like the worst case, but this should be still a good test. We're probably going to go into shadows as we get into town behind Smelter Mountain here. So that'll be an interesting test to see if it gets too dark with the ND filter if we go into the shadows, or how that's going to work out. So, but well, last time I mentioned doing a little bit of discussion about the SSRA device. So this was I guess, invention I came up with about a year ago now. I've been working on it since, or I released it a year ago. I've been actually working on it since 2019 is when I did the first mock-up in a 3D printed model to test the geometry and things, but it took me a while to figure out how to do all the 5-axis machining to get all the features in the device that I wanted. So the general idea with the SSRA device was, how do we eliminate as many connection points past the hitch pin, and then how do we decrease the mass of everything attached past the hitch pin to make everything safer. So the reasons why that makes things safer is low mass, heaven forbid something was to fail, stores less energy, and that would be safer. for me, I think having less connection points past the hitch pin, specifically ones that could potentially be subjected to trail damage. So a lot of the devices on the market extend beyond the end of the receiver hitch, and then whatever that material is, be it steel or aluminum, a lot of them, I guess the fancier devices on the market are aluminum, which is good because that's less mass. But that aluminum or steel that sticks out past the receiver hitch is subjected to all the potential damage on the trail. And oftentimes the receiver hitch is the lowest hanging point on the vehicle. So it drags on everything. And if you back into a ledge or a rock, it's what hits. So devices that are in the hitch off-road are subjected to more damage. Now, I don't suggest leaving any device used for recovery purposes in the hitch full time. I just don't think that's taking the best possible care of your gear. I think having that device in a place that is easy to access, in some situations, even from the driver's seat, because if the driver has to remain seated for some reason and you need to access a device to, say stabilize the vehicle, you want that to be easily accessible. I think in some cases, the SSRA device is acceptable to leave in the hitch because there is nothing that protrudes past the hitch except the soft shackle. The soft shackle can be basically tipped up out of the way where it's not going to get caught and it's not going to drag. So that's the general theory behind what I call the SSRA device. I manufactured in a 2.0 and a 2.5 version right now. You have the option to buy one of, I guess, my soft shackles that are manufactured by Yankum Rope from Samson Rope, Aim Steel Blue, which is a SK78 Dyneema fiber. What does all that mean? That means it's a good quality, well-made product that is something we can trace the origins and the lot sizes and when they get manufactured, who manufactures them, that kind of thing. Are there other good products out there? Absolutely. The soft shackle market is totally soaked with both good and, I would say, like average or below average products. So I wish you would buy mine. I think it's a very high quality product. I try and still continue to tweak the details with it. An example of that recently is this yellow fire hose material for the high abrasion areas. It's the best material I've found, and I've tried a lot for abrasion on soft rigging in static applications. It is basically a polyester case around a polyurethane liner. And so those two are bonded together. They stay together a little bit better, and yet you can still remove and replace that fairly easily for not only replacement if that wear guard gets worn, but also for inspection of the underlying fibers. And that's just all taking good care of your gear, in my opinion. That area where the soft shackle interface is with a toe strap or a tow rope is the highest wear area. The device itself is all very smooth CNC machined aluminum. And honestly, in the first year, I didn't notice anywhere on the soft shackle in that area. I still do include, I would say, a typical tubular nylon section of webbing for inside the device in that area, but honestly, it's not really needed. I think it does allow the soft shackle to have a better fit in the device and feel more secure. That's basically the reason I still include it. So that's a little bit of backstory on the SSRA device, why I did it, some of the features. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you have any questions, please comment below. Like, subscribe, all those things. I hope this footage is a little bit better. That wasn't very nice. And hopefully we can get a format that works for the video on here, the YouTube, this channel. Hopefully even the Be Safe Recovery Gear channel, which is the off-road recovery gear brand that I am currently spinning off from Brennan's Garage, which was the original, I guess, company business that I started to sell my products online. You can go to, currently, all the Be Safe Recovery Gear products are sold on the Brennan's Garage website, and eventually those will, I guess, split or be more independent, but for now they're all consolidated just to make my life a little easier for ordering and stuff like that. And then, so that's just Brennan's garage.com. Eventually I might even figure out how to put that in this video. That's a whole nother thing to learn, but for now I think you'll find it pretty easy. So thanks for following along. Let me know what you think of all this. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Bye.